What is love? Ooh, this one is exciting. Okay, can I ask you something? Do you want love? Or do you just want to be loved? Admit it, it's very probably the second one, to be loved. Well, is that so terrible? No, of course not. But we're not 3 years old anymore, so we have to approach the problem a bit differently now. Let's look at the next possible scenario and tell me if I'm right. Let's take you and imagine you're getting together with someone. And let's say you feel broken, but you manage to get together with someone who is quite whole and prepared to love you. Great. Now your partner is giving you plenty of attention because you demand it, but somehow it's never enough. You're still unhappy, you still feel needy and insecure, and perhaps you feel you have to control your partner so he or she doesn't cheat on you, and so on and so on and so on. So you are sucking your partner dry. In the end, you are left with two broken souls. At some point, your partner, who seemed to be quite together, gives up and leaves, completely exhausted, not understanding what happened. I've done this to others in the past. I was the broken one, and of course, no matter how hard I tried, I managed to break every relationship I had. Even when it seemed it was my partner's fault, you mustn't forget, I was the one who chose that partner. So it's all on me, or it was. So, what is the solution? Remember the exercise at the end of the last chapter, the one where you learn to be happy on your own? Something like that. You can't expect love to magically fix your problems. Not going to happen, you hear me? Not going to happen. You might see this as bad news. I choose to see this as good news because it means there is something we can do to change things, to make our next relationship a better one before it even starts. You can fix yourself enough to make a relationship work. Doesn't have to be all solved. You don't have to be perfect at all. Just functioning enough so you don't sabotage the next good thing that comes into your life. With other words, just make sure you're not so damn needy any longer. How? As I said, embrace that emptiness, cry if you must. I cried for weeks, but once I accepted that emptiness and focused on myself for a bit and started to build my own life, things started to look up. Choice. You have to make your first important choice here. Do you want to keep whining and bitching and stay miserable? Or do you want to hear me out, do a couple of exercises and see where this is going? There you go. Stay with me. It will be more fun than you expect. What have you got to lose anyway, right? Look, I used to be broken beyond repair, or so I thought. In my life as a child, I was neglected, beaten, molested, raped, emotionally blackmailed, you name it. I know there are many of you who had it even worse. I was a super sensitive kid, so the abuse was just about as much as I could take. But I'm still here, and so are you, and you are looking for a way out of this mess. And that's good! That's actually really, really great. If I could get to the point of becoming a fully functional person who can have a great and loving relationship now, then so can you. How? Okay, how? by giving yourself the right amount of kindness, as well as being tough on yourself. You can't just be one or the other, too soft or too hard on yourself. It's always about balance and constant self-correction, so to say. And don't worry, sometimes you'll not be strict enough with yourself, and sometimes you won't be patient enough, but that's okay. This is not about perfection. Nothing is ever about perfection. Everything is about trying to find balance. And when I say trying, I mean constantly working on finding the balance. Fine. I think I can tell you now what love is without you running away like a little bitch. Love is effort. Stop, don't move a muscle. Listen, just listen. I will give you a simple exercise now. So, the exercise. You will go out there and do it for a week every day or longer. And when you see or feel a positive difference, come back. We all think it takes a lot of effort to change things. Most of the time, it doesn't. But you just need to do the things consistently, which means every day or at least 90% of the time. So, here's an exercise for single people, or anyone can try this actually. Smile. I want you to smile at people. Say hello. You look in the eyes, say hello and smile. Or you open the door for someone and smile. You pay for groceries. Look in the eyes, say thank you and smile. Most important thing here. You will do all of these things without any expectations. You will not expect a smile back. You will not expect sex from a woman just because you opened the door or helped in any way. You see where I'm going with this? It's called being nice. Have we all forgotten what nice feels like? Are we all so scared of each other now that we feel we have to keep our defenses up all the time? I hope not. Keep being nice and helpful every day, possibly with the same people around you. And then see what happens. Okay. Exercise for those in a relationship. First, ask yourself, what does your partner like you to do? Take the trash out, make coffee in the morning, get a random hug. Do the thing your partner likes, again, without expecting a thank you at this point. And also kiss or touch your partner during the day or whenever you're together. In the morning, maybe just look at her and brush her hair out of her face and kiss her. Or do that to him. If you're a guy, then don't have any expectations for sex. That also goes for the ladies, especially in the UK. Take sex off the table unless your partner really asks for it. If you're a woman and if you're not ready to have sex just yet, then touching him might be misunderstood. You can't be surprised if he'd want sex, but what to do? What you can do is to smile more, say thank you more often, show your appreciation more for any little thing he does for you. Or even if he talks about his work, listen, pay attention, praise him for his hard work. After a week or two of doing these exercises, come back and write down the reactions of the other people. Write down how it made you feel. You really thought love was more complicated? Nope. I'll give you a couple of examples from my own life if you like, okay? So, when I walk down the street, I say good morning with a smile to everyone. Of course, my way in the morning to our local store is not very busy, but it does host people from all backgrounds that Britain has to offer. At the beginning, they were all a bit surprised, but in a while, you could see how they were looking forward to me greeting them and they beamed at me. And that little connection right there is just so amazing. It feels so damn good. I feel connected with the town. Another example. I get up earlier than my husband, okay? Always. I'm an early bird, he's a night owl. Yeah, it sucks. But it gives me the opportunity to make him coffee every morning and wake him up with the smell of fresh coffee and kisses on his eyes and lips and cheeks. I also tell him how great he is during the day. And what does he do for me? He will plug in the little box that charges the wireless earphones because I forget at times and he knows it. Not to talk about all the hugs and kisses I get during the day because he knows that's what I love most. I wish sometimes we had cameras around the house, not kidding, and that we would stream our life together. It seems calm and boring, but it's loving and patient. Finally, it's as it should be. But don't worry, we have our difficult moments. Everyone has. Only we know how to de-escalate them without hurting each other too much. Here's the thing. I know I seemed tough on you, but here's the good news. You know how I said children need attention, appreciation, acknowledgement? The good news is this doesn't change when we are older. How is this good news? Because when you know that we all need these three things, A, you can give yourself a break for feeling needy. B, and from now on, you know exactly what to give others if you want a positive outcome. But before you give attention to others, you have to give it to yourself first. Go on a day trip on your own, enjoy what you see, or go shopping on your own and enjoy the fact that you don't have to wait for anyone else to change clothes. Knowing how to enjoy your own company is not only an art, a skill, it's also really important if you really want a good relationship with someone else, be it a romantic one or friendship. Here's an exercise. Write down what you love doing in general. Go to the movies, shopping, skiing, reading. And next exercise, write in your calendar a date with yourself. It could be simply having coffee in your favorite coffee shop, just sitting there reading a book. Doesn't matter. Learn to have fun on your own while not looking at your phone or computer. Watching movies at home, binging series on Netflix doesn't really count if that's what you always do to distract yourself. It's about giving yourself some positive attention, not about hiding away from yourself and the world. Same goes for video game playing, drinking, smoking. That is just escape. What does this have to do with love? Love is effort, right? Doing something nice for yourself takes a bit of effort. I never said effort is this heavy thing. Effort actually becomes a lot of fun and can become your favorite form of making yourself feel good. But if it comes too easy, like watching Netflix or when you use anything that seems too easy, including too much sex if you use it as a distraction, it will end up destroying you. Binging Netflix is disconnecting you from others. Go out and read a book in a cafe. Just being surrounded by people has a positive effect. I wish we had a different word for effort. Such a heavy weight has been put on this word, even though it should be celebrated. Look around you. What do you see that you like? A great video game? Yeah, well. Hundreds of people have put a lot of effort in that game so you could enjoy yourself. What about the buildings we admire the most, or the cars, or delicious food? Time, care, and effort went into the design, the taste, the form, building it, creating it. I love the movie Lord of the Rings. Have you seen it? Have you enjoyed it? Well, you and I have enjoyed it for a couple of hours. But the hundreds of people who were involved in creating the movie Lord of the Rings have enjoyed the process for thousands of hours, and even today they can still feed their soul with the satisfaction that they were part of something so big as creating that story for the screen. Effort should be our favorite thing, actually. It gives us the biggest rewards in our life. A sense of accomplishment, feeling loved, feeling happy. So why is the topic of love so complicated then if I say it's simple? Because we are all lazy motherfuckers. Because no one gave us the 3 A's and B boundaries, remember? Because no one teaches us these things in school. Because no one points out the difference between love for babies, the unconditional love, and mature love, conditional love. Here's the good news. No, it's not your fault. It's normal to be born lazy. It's in the nature of things. Don't beat yourself up. A stone rolls easier downhill, right? But yes, you can change all this. How? Develop good habits, bit by bit. Here's another exercise. Pick one little thing which requires your effort, but is fairly easy to do. It can be stretching your legs every morning, or do 20 squats, or pick something you can do for others, like washing up the dishes right away, for example. Do it every day, for a week, then a month. Only then reward yourself with a movie or an orgasm, something positive. How does that sound? Not bad at all, huh?